beautiful Aquarius gang? What's happening? What's crack-a-lackin'? And what's poppin', baby? It's your boy Am for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-June 15th through the 30th mid-month tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you're more than welcome to. All that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. So Aquarius, let's get on into it, man. Let's see what we got going on for Aqua throughout mid-June 2021. Messages for Team Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-June 15th through the 30th. Messages for Team Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-June 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on, man? I hope you guys are well, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Messages for Team Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-June 15th through the 30th. Alright, Aqua. Let's see what we got going on, man. Hopefully, we got some fantastic stuff. Aquarius, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Temperance card. So, you can be connecting possibly here with a Sagittarius for some. Taking a look at your current energy, you do got here the 9 of Cups, person you're dealing with. We have here the 6 of Wands, and then looking at the outcome that's present, we got here the World card. Okay. You can be connecting with a Saggy. You may also be dealing with a fixed sign, an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or possibly a Leo. Now, the Temperance card to the 9 of Cups. This is about bringing in a lot of balance. You need to see where your fulfillment really fits in the mix. And I think that whoever you're connecting with here, they've been putting a lot of attention to different things in their life. And it seems to me like you're kind of like, well, what about the attention that I want to bring to my own personal life? Now, keep in mind, these readings do apply to friends, family members, lovers, even your career potentially, so this doesn't have to be a strictly love-based reading. So this is the energy right now of somebody else right now. They're successful, they're doing their thing, and it almost feels like they expect a lot from you too, Aquarius, but you're trying to wonder, okay, where does my fulfillment mix in all of this? I want to know, what about me? Because in a way, you're kind of feeling left out right now. Taking a look at the outcome that's present, we do have here the World card. There's a new world that you want to introduce, Aquarius. There's a new world that you want to be living in, and you're making sure that world includes your personal fulfillment. All right? So for example, maybe there's somebody at your job right now who's kind of getting all of this spotlight. Meanwhile, you have a lot of ideas and you feel like you're not being heard. Maybe this is about, you know what, the second half of June, I'm going to show my boss all these wonderful ideas that I've had that I want to put out into this company or into this brand or this business, and I want to make sure that I'm, paid attention to and that my opinion matters and that people see what I got to bring to the table. If this is about a relationship, maybe you feel like you've been the person to over-compromise, whereas the person you're connecting with doesn't compromise at all. And you're like, well, what about me? What about my personal fulfillment? What about everything that I've done for you? What will you do for me? What can I do for myself? So I really feel like as of recently, you've been putting so much energy into other things and other people, but when it comes to yourself, you haven't. And you're recognizing, I gotta give back to myself, okay? So let's go ahead and get on into this reading. First things first, I wanna clarify the 6 of Wands. Why is the 6 of Wands showing up for the person Aquarius is dealing with throughout mid-June 2021, please? And what do we got? We got here the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so I kind of feel like whoever you've been dealing with over here, it's been going on for a while. They've been very much so focused on other things, and I don't feel like they've had much focus on you. Let's take a look at the 9 of Cups. Why is Aquarius showing up as the 9 of Cups in regards to their current energy, and what do we got? We got here the 8 of Swords. Yeah, you've been thinking to yourself lately, I don't really feel like things have been fair, I feel like I've kind of been on the sidelines, not really doing much for myself. I've been taking care of my business and everybody else, but what about me? What about my happiness? What about my fulfillment, You've really been thinking to yourself about that lately, all right? Let's go ahead and clarify the Temperance. Why is the Temperance the overall energy of the reading? And we got here the the Knight of Wands. You really just want to be the balance of both worlds. You want to make sure that right now you're doing things that make you happy while also accompanying the happiness of others. You want the perfect balance. Alright, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get on into this. I want to take a look deeper into your person because I'm not too sure what the Six of Wands is really representing. It could be many different things. So I'm going to take a deeper look into your person. First things first, I want to see how they feel towards you, and then I'm going to see what's going on with this individual throughout mid-June. Then I'll see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout mid-June. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll go ahead and see the outcome, okay? Now, in regards to who Aquarius is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Aquarius? And what is going on with this individual throughout mid-June 2021? How does the person that Aquarius is dealing with feel towards Aquarius? We already got 2 cards. We got here the Two of Swords, and then we got here the Queen of Swords. So looking at this person's feelings right now, it definitely feels to me like there's not a lot of consideration for you. Everything seems to be pretty cutthroat with the person you're connecting with. It's kind of like this energy of, this is what I got going on, this is what I gotta do, and I'm gonna take care of what I gotta do. And then this is what I expect from you. So Aquarius, you're connecting with somebody here who doesn't seem to be super considerate. I kind of feel like when they focus on things, they kind of focus more so on themselves and not really a lot on you. We do have here the Page of Cups, we have here the Page of Wands, and then we have here the Eight of Cups. So the person that you're dealing with here, they oftenly feel that they give you enough, but you feel like you're being breadcrumbed, okay? By the way, guys, excuse me if I stutter in these videos or if I can't like speak properly. When Mercury's in retrograde, I stutter like a motherfucker. It's gonna happen, so I do apologize if I, struggle to speak over here. But in regards to your person, right, they feel like they do everything they need to do to make you happy and to be a really good partner in this partnership. But you feel like you're being breadcrumbed. I kind of feel like with the Eight of Cups being there too, I kind of feel this energy of the person you're dealing with may be one of those individuals who like threaten to walk away or say things like, I give you everything, maybe I should just leave you and you can find somebody better. I kind of feel that energy coming up with your person as well. Now that may not be for all of you, that may be for like one person, but I do feel like maybe they're that type of person that's like, yeah, if you're not happy with me, go find somebody else, because they're not willing to kind of compromise on their end. So you're kind of connecting with somebody here who's unwilling to compromise, and it seems to me like their way of coping that is saying, go find somebody better. You don't have to be with me. You can meet the person who's right for you if I'm not doing a fantastic job. So they're not really sitting back and understanding your feelings. And as Aquarius, Aquariuses aren't always 100% communicative about what they're going through emotionally, because air signs as a whole usually hold in whatever they're dealing with. So when you take your time out, Aquarius, to be vulnerable and express to this person how you're feeling, and they kind of don't validate your feelings and say, hey, go find somebody better, that's not making you feel good overall. I'm going to pull 2 more cards for this person. We do have here the Five of Swords, and we do have here the Sun card. I just think that ultimately this individual does feel that they do so much to make you happy, but I don't think they realize how much you've sacrificed, Aquarius. I think your person here kind of says, I've sacrificed so much here to make you happy. I do all this stuff. I do everything I need to do, and I do my best to try to make you happy. It seems like a list of excuses that are kind of coming from this person, whereas they're missing the point of what you're trying to say. You feel like you're not being heard. You feel like they're missing the point. All right? So this could be one of those situations as well too, Aquarius, where whoever you're connecting with, they may work a lot, and maybe you want more quality time, and your person's saying, well, I'm a provider, and I do all this, and I do all that, and you're like, that's great, and I'm so grateful for that, but I also wish you would be there more for me emotionally. Some of you guys may be experiencing that too, okay? So I just feel like the point is going over your person's head completely of what you're trying to express. In regards to what's going on with the person Aquarius is dealing with throughout mid-June 2021, let's go ahead and have a look here. We got here the Emperor, we got here the High Priestess, and then we have here the Three of Pentacles. So they're definitely bringing in some my way or the highway type of energy. I think this person is spending a lot of time sitting in their ego instead of like kind of, amping their ego down a bit and just hearing you out. With the High Priestess here to the Three of Pentacles, their ego is telling them, I compromise, I do so much for you, I listen to you, I try to work things out with you, but it's not truly working something out with someone if you're only working it to go in your favor, right? And I think that's what's showing up here with your person. It's not that they're trying to work things out with you, it's that they're working things out that go in their favor, thus making you compromise further, which is what you're trying not to do anymore, Aquarius. It's like, I don't want any more compromises on my end. I want some compromises on your end, you know? I want to do some things for my own personal happiness and my own personal fulfillment, and there are some things that I would like out of this relationship from you that I personally don't see, okay? So let's get on to your side of things. How does Aquarius feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Aquarius throughout mid-June 2021? How does Aquarius feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Aquarius throughout mid-June 2021? First card out, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you feel like you're the first one to offer anything to this person, you know? You feel like you offer a lot, and you do put a lot out there. And I think that with the Page of Swords, you've kind of been hesitant to speak up to this person because when it comes towards the lines of communication, you don't feel like you can communicate to them in a way that they understand or in a way that there's some sort of positive reciprocation. I think that the Two of Cups here is saying, I wish that I could communicate to my partner to where they would understand where I'm coming from, but ultimately when I try to talk to them, it seems to me like they really invalidate my opinions, they invalidate my feelings, and they kind of tell me this is the way it will work out, you know? Moving forward from that, we got the Seven of Wands. So Aquarius, I think in due time, you know, your person's made you emotionally unavailable and kind of fearful to stand up for yourself and fearful to say how you genuinely feel because you know that their reaction isn't coming from a kind place. Their reaction is usually irritation. You know, this person isn't taking a step back and listening to you. They're kind of getting very defensive. They're kind of telling you, you know, find somebody else if I'm not the one who suits you, and we can work on things, but we need to work on it my way or the highway. You know, it's just this energy where you feel like, I just don't think I can get my point across. I don't think I can communicate to them. And you've had this feeling with the Strength card of having to be so strong dealing with your own personal feelings and what you've wanted, and you've been dealing with this lack of compromise for so long and being so strong for that, that I think that you're like, how do I get balanced? How do I balance this relationship? How do I move forward with somebody that I really love and care for if I'm not making myself happy, or if I'm not truly happy with the way that everything is going at the end of the day? I feel for you guys. I'm starting to get emotional personally in this reading, so I'm going to try to ground myself as much as possible because I don't want to mix my energy with yours, but I see it, you know? You're saying to yourself, Aquarius, I love this person, I do, you know? I do love him, but I don't think I'm being treated fairly. I don't think that I'm being heard. I don't think I'm being validated. I don't think I'm being supported when I try to speak up about how I feel. You believe that you overcompromise for this person, Aquarius, and whatever it is that they ask for, you are always there. Page of Pentacles. If they ask for something, you're there to help them out because you love and care for whoever you're dealing with. And on the other end over here with your individual, you know, you genuinely feel like they don't feel the same way. You know, you try to get something from them or you try to compromise something with them, and it's still that it's my way or the highway type of energy. And then they kind of throw at you, I do everything in my power to make you happy, and they completely dodge the point of what you're trying to express. They use their own mechanism to avoid having to compromise, essentially. So Aquarius, it's tough. You've been so strong about this for so long, but you're saying to yourself, how could I have a future with somebody like this if this is only going to further disappoint me and furthermore make me unhappy? In regards to what's going on with Aquarius throughout mid-June 2021, please. What is going on with Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-June, 15th through the 30th. First card out, what do we have? We have here an Ace of Swords. Moving forward from that, we have here the King of Pentacles, and then we have here the Ten of Cups. You do want to truly work this situation out. I think you want your person to boss up a little bit more and to strip themselves of their ego and to really just be there for you and understand what it is you're saying. You've gotten to a point where you've tried to get your point across for so long that initially you've given up. But you're realizing here in mid-June, I can only speak my truth, and if the person that I'm dealing with, whether they are my lover, whether they are my husband, my friend, or somebody at my job, whatever the case is, and whomever you're connecting with, you're saying, I can only speak my truth. And if my truth goes right over their head, there's nothing more I can do. I gave this my all. Ten of Cups. I put everything into this. I put all of my emotions, all of my feelings, and all of my love into this. And if it's not going to be reciprocated, then maybe it is time to go into a different direction. So I feel like you're really questioning right now on whether or not it's worth pursuing this forward, because you can see many, many problems in the future if this kind of communication keeps up. If your person isn't willing to compromise for you, that's going to create a problem. If they aren't willing to understand you and really, from a genuine place, get what's going on and validate your feelings, that's going to be a problem moving forward too. In regards to where energies are aligning, please, between Aquarius and the person they're dealing with throughout mid-June 2021, what do we got? We have here the Six of Pentacles, we have here the Death card, we also have here the Devil, and we have here the Seven of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles to the Death card. What you need to change, Aquarius, is you need equality. It can't be so one-sided. You can't be the person doing all the compromises, giving all the love, being there whenever they need you, and not having that same energy returned to you. If they're not willing to put the same energy back, it's going to get to a point where you don't know how much longer you can continue to be patient and hope that things can change. Because the Devil card is irritation right now. You're very irritated with this type of person and with this connection. And you've been incredibly patient, Aquarius. You've been super patient because I feel like this has been going on for quite some time. This might have been going on for a couple months or so, you know? So what I'm gathering so far from this reading is just, it's a total one-sided situation. And also do keep in mind too, for everybody that's watching, I know readings can resonate vice versa. You know, some people might say, it's the Aquarius doing this, and I'm not, you know, blaming anybody. Whoever plays the role in this situation plays the role. So just remember that readings can resonate vice versa or backwards, okay? But as far as the way that I'm seeing it, I'm seeing this from Aquarius's point of view. So Aquarius, Death card, Six of Pentacles, the Devil, Seven of Pentacles. I've been so incredibly patient, and something needs to change. And if it doesn't change, I don't know how much longer I can take this. Because I'm going to see so many problems in the future, and I'd rather prevent those problems in the future. As for the overall outcome between Aquarius and the person they're dealing with, please, throughout mid-June 2021, what is the overall outcome? And what do we got? We got here the Two of Wands, we got here the Five of Pentacles, and we have here the Fool card. I think that you're kind of confused at the second half of June here of what path do I take, because I can take the path right now of the Five of Pentacles and remove myself from this situation, and I'll be unhappy about it, but at least I'm no longer, you know, breaking my back over somebody who's not doing the same. Or with the Fool card over here, I can take the path of being where I'm currently at, letting the person I'm dealing with continue to make me unhappy and not compromise for me. So my best advice for you guys in this situation, Aquarius, is that I would have that one last conversation. You've already tried your hardest to get through to your person, but I think that maybe it's worth trying one more time. And if I've ever learned anything, you know, in relationships, through personal experience and things of that nature, you know, sometimes you don't know how good you had it until you've lost it. And Aquarius, if this person loses you, maybe that will be a wake-up call for them to recognize how they should have treated you, and how maybe they could have compromised more, and how maybe they should have paid more attention to your feelings throughout this entire relationship, because they got all wrapped up in their own personal world. But when you share a world with another person, there has to be balance, okay? So have that last conversation with them, and if you still don't get through to them, maybe taking the route of the Five of Pentacles isn't such a bad thing, because why would you want to sit in a relationship that's unfulfilling? You know, I usually say walking away isn't always the worst thing, because it creates two possible outcomes. You walk away, you find somebody better. You walk away, they realize their wrongs and they fix things, and we fix this relationship. If you stay in a place that's making you unhappy, you only continue to stay stagnant, and you only continue to support somebody's behavior that isn't sitting right with you. Right, Aquarius? So you got to make that choice that best suits you. And of course, guys, even if I have my own personal opinion that I think could help, you always got to go with your gut and what you feel is right for you. All right, Aquarius? So I'm wishing you all luck. For those of you dealing with this situation, I love you so much. I really do hope it all works out for the best. But if, you know, by chance this doesn't happen to work out for the best, maybe this person will realize later on what they had and what they lost, and maybe that will bring you two closer, or maybe you're meant to find somebody much better. You know, this is a situation where time is only going to tell. Okay? I love you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do enjoy the rest of your June as much as you guys can. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And I will catch you all in your next video. Much love, Aquarius, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.